Have you ever noticed? The people who leave you feeling small don't really change. They simply adapt their tactics. One day it's guilt, the next it's silence. You give them chance after chance, yet somehow you're always the one questioning your worth. What if I told you this isn't love? This isn't a mere miscommunication. This is manipulation cloaked in a charming smile. In the teachings of Seneca, we learn what irritates us and others often points to what we still need to master in ourselves. This profound insight reveals that the very qualities we find distasteful in others often reflect our own weaknesses. And when those toxic influences begin to invade our peace, they shift like shadows, ever elusive, ever confounding. Their tactics may change, but the underlying game remains the same. Imagine a character. Let's call her Clara. She's always trying to decipher the intentions of her friend, Sarah. At first, it's guilt drilled into her thoughts. You didn't check in on me. You've let me down. That seems to be followed by a long silence, an absence that screams louder than words. Each time, Clara finds herself wrapping her mind around their complex friendship, retreating farther from her own sense of self. But isn't it fascinating? The deeper Clara delves into this labyrinth of other people's emotions, the dimmer her own light becomes. She feels trapped inside a cycle of hope, hoping for acknowledgement, for understanding, for a moment when Sarah finally recognizes her worth. Yet every time she thinks she's breaking free, another wave of manipulation pulls her back in. The tension rises. Clara's internal conflict grows unbearable. She feels like Gulliver bound by the strings of Lilliputians, small-hearted and rule-bound. She begins to lose sight of her own desires, her own self-mastery, and the clarity that comes from within. Then, one evening, while reflecting on her solitude, a moment of clarity washes over her like a gentle rain. She remembers Seneca's words, and for the first time, she truly sees Sarah, not as a friend lost in a murky well of emotions, but as someone who's mastered the art of manipulation. The realization is striking. The source of her frustration is not Sarah's actions, but her own dependence on Sarah's approval. It's as if a fog is lifted. Clara discovers a path lined with quiet strength, no louder boundaries needed, no cutting words necessary. And just like that, she makes a decision, a stoic shift. Her peace is not for sale. Her fulfillment is no longer bound to someone else's validation. She stops chasing closure and begins a new journey, one molded by her own standards of self-worth and virtue. As Marcus Aurelius mused, you have power over your mind, not outside of it. Realize this, and you will find strength. Clara understands that her strength lies not in controlling Sarah, but in mastering herself. In this newfound clarity, she becomes her own source of power. The truth is, the most powerful move you can make isn't about confrontation or revenge. It's about recognizing that their approval can no longer dictate your peace. As you walk through your own encounters with manipulation, remember this: it is in your hands to shift your perspective. The exit from the loop of hoping, fixing, and explaining lies in a simple yet profound insight. You are enough, with or without their validation. So, as this video comes to a close, ask yourself, how can you embrace a peace that isn't reliant on anyone else? Reflect on this truth, carry it with you, and let it guide your journey to self-mastery. And don't forget, if you found these insights illuminating, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and leave a comment to share your thoughts. Your voice matters in this journey of resilience and inner strength.